to the glory of God and the support of the good people of Ogun State, we start a new chapter in the continued development agenda of this great state.
We're glad to have you join us on Gateway Diary, where we bring to you some of the lofty initiatives and developmental projects that have defined the success story of the Prince Dapo Abiodun administration in Ogun State in the last 5 years. I am Victoria Oniaye. For the next 30 minutes or thereabouts, we'll take you on a tour around the 3 senatorial districts of the state, touching base with some of those projects that have directly impacted our lives. We'll also sample the opinion of people on the street, take their comments and reactions to the performance of the state government, and of course, their expectations. So sit back and enjoy every bit of what we have for you. And so I say, welcome on board. Those are your news headlines across the state. Let's start off with our first story. One of the hallmarks of a good leader is their ability to inspire others through their actions. A good leader is not easily swayed by the tantrums of naysayers, but they are focused and able to picture different reality and come up with ideas that others may not have thought of. That is the story of Governor Dapo Abiodun, who has refused to be distracted but is rather turning dreams to reality with infrastructure projects initiated by his government in Ogun State. We'll tell you how Governor Dapo Abiodun's government has constructed more than 500 kilometers of township roads across all the senatorial districts of the state in less than 5 years. Let's go on a trip around the Gateway State.
Ogun State, the gateway to Nigeria and one of the country's commercial hubs, is a fertile ground for budding entrepreneurs, a secure fort for all, with vast potential for greatness and economic viability. Like many states across the country, poor road infrastructure was a major impediment to the economic growth of the state until 2019, when a transformative shift reshaped the narrative for the better. The executive governor of Ogun State, Prince Dapo Abiodun, is the man changing this narrative into one of progress and promise since he assumed office as the 5th governor of the Gateway State. He had the vision and foresight to transform Ogun State roads beyond just building bridges and fixing the highways, but by concentrating on the many dilapidated township roads. These roads not only made commuting difficult for residents, but also slowed down the state's economic prosperity despite its closeness to the commercial city of Lagos. Governor Abiodun knew that township roads ease the bottlenecks of connecting places. They are veritable tools for rapid urbanization and industrialization. These are the informed measures that inspired him to embark on the ambitious journey to revamp the road networks across the 3 senatorial districts of the state, completing those initiated by his predecessors, connecting communities and stimulating development across the state, beginning with the Abeokuta-Shiun-Shagamu interchange. Spanning over 40 kilometers and connecting the state capital to the commercial city of Lagos, the rehabilitation of the Abeokuta-Shiun-Shagamu Highway is a signature project of the Dapo Abiodun administration that has renewed the hope of commuters and travelers alike. This vital artery had fallen into disrepair, causing hardship and hindering economic activities. Men and machines were deployed on site, working almost round the clock in the first few months of his assumption of office, recording tremendous progress within a short period to the admiration of everyone, including former President Muhammadu Buhari, who had the honor of commissioning the road.
It's a practical demonstration of our administration's wholesome infrastructure development plan towards improving our ease of doing business, regardless of which administration began it. Regardless of which administration began it. Again, we shall complete all inherited projects that our Commonwealth has been invested in and that have economic importance to our people. We have other ancillary approaches to corroborate our commitment. These are in forms of policy formulation and programs. In accordance with the vision of this administration, we have created the Public-Private Partnership Office, which is of utmost importance. These have necessitated the implementation of key fiscal and institutional reforms aimed at driving efficiency and promoting transparency and accountability.
Getting into the heart of the state capital, Abeokuta, completing the construction of township road projects, bridges and drainages initiated but not completed by his predecessor became another task that Governor Dapo Abiodun had to face head-on. It was a daunting challenge in the face of scarce resources, but he had to clean up the baggage in the interest of the good people of the state who freely gave him their mandate. In Ogun Central, the Bantoko Road, Ikorita Meje Aderele, Idiaba Okelantoro Road, the Abeokuta-Shagamu Expressway, Bansheke Adigbe Road, the flyover bridge at Kuto, Lafewa Rounda Ayetero Road, Arekpo Road, Kemtai Diaba Road, Itori Junction Road were all newly constructed, reconstructed and completed within a short space of time.
Looking at the way the road was before, it's not a place you would want to pass. Even me, I don't plight this road when it was so bad, because when you put on white, the white turns brown. But now, with the present condition, like for instance, now I'm going to Shomori. So I'm eager to even come rather than going through your mortuary axis. Why? Because the road is now okay, smooth to plight. You can't even say you have there's any means of hold up, no traffic. So if we can just start doing our en route roads this way, I think it would help the masses the more.
We have to appreciate our governor for this road that he is constructing. If not for him, majority of the car owners will be patronizing the mechanic day in, day out. You can see that the roads contracted by him, they are quality roads. When I was coming, like this morning now, when I was coming from Shagamu to Abeokuta, within 35 minutes, I've reached Abeokuta. The road is okay. Even the one that he constructed at Elishon, from Elishon to Agowoye, instead of the commuters to take either Ijebu-Ode road or Ishara road, they have to take that Elishon road, right? From there to Labisi Onabanjo University, Agowoye. The roads are okay, and they are contributing meaningfully to the movement of people in Ogun State.
In Ogun East Senatorial District, comprising 9 local government areas in Ijebu and Remo land, Governor Dapo Abiodun's government has opened up major township roads including Ijebu-Ode Expressway, Molikpa Express on Ibadan Road, Igon Road in Agoiwoye, Ileshan-Agoiwoye Road, the Shagamu-Ikperu Roundabout, Obairinwole Road, and many others.
All we want is good road, good and accessible road, good health care, good education, and medical. And if governor has done that for us, particularly the road, then you know that that is connecting all other things that we are expecting from him. If I can get to my work on a very good road, I can get to my school on a very good road, I can access the hospital on a good road, that is a plus. Despite the fact that we'll still be looking up to him for others, but that is still a plus to his administration, that we have good, well-constructed roads.
Residents of Ogun West Senatorial District in Yewa-Wori land are not left out in the governor's journey to fixing the township roads. For them, it has been projects galore from Ikola to Osikola, from Repa Road to Igbesai-Jinla, from Imashai-Igon to Ayetoro, from the Ilaro-Wode Road, the Okeola Road in Imeko, and the Adodo-Ikoga Road.
I think more commercial outlets have been are trying to establish their commercials here, and in that way, it's kind of it's increasing income and revenue for people living around this area. And as regards motorists, the taxis, the bike men, I think it's good for them as well.
In all, more than 500 kilometers of roads cutting across the 3 senatorial districts have either been constructed or reconstructed, while several others are still under construction. The government's commitment to delivering on its promises is evident in projects. With Governor Abiodun at the helm, Ogun State is charting a new course towards a future defined by progress, prosperity, and connectivity.
You'll certainly agree with me that so much has been done in the area of road infrastructure, and of course there's still more to be done to improve the lives of the good people of Ogun State. Moving on to our next story, one particular vision of the past leaders of Ogun State that has now become a reality is the setting up of an agro-cargo airport in the state. That reality has not only seen the airport undergo its inaugural flight operation, but has brightened up the hopes of it taking commercial flight operations later this year.
up Ogun State for business and economic prosperity is one of the cardinal plans of the Prince Dapo Abiodun administration in the Gateway State. The closeness of Ogun State to the commercial city of Lagos is also an advantage that Governor Dapo Abiodun identified at the outset of his administration, and he immediately jumped into action to activate a strategy that will put the state on a par with Lagos in terms of economic viability. The Ogun Agro-Cargo Airport was already an idea initiated by previous governments in the state, but not much was done regarding the activation of the idea, apart from clearing the site and the obvious red clay that had been dumped there for several years. Governor Dapo Abiodun, as a leader, had the foresight and was ready to bring to life lofty ideas that will improve the well-being of the people. He immediately went back to the drawing board, sorted all approvals and accreditations before setting out an activation plan for the Agro-Cargo Airport to come to life. Within a short period of time, the contractors swung into action and construction activities began at the site, with engineers working day and night to ensure that the project not only met the set date for its completion, but also met the required standard and quality set by the state government. Today, the dream and vision of many years and many leaders of the Gateway State are a reality, courtesy of the man who walks his talk, places money where it matters the most, and prioritizes the yearnings of the people. That man who has made the Ogun Agro-Cargo Airport a reality is Prince Dapo Abiodun. He takes us through the journey that brought to reality the completion of this great project, estimated to provide no fewer than 25,000 employment opportunities through the entire agricultural value chain.
No doubt, this airport will become the alternative airport to the Muritala Mohammed International Airport, and is already being considered as the export terminal for non-oil in Nigeria. It promises to offer at least 25,000 job opportunities.
The airport project activation goes beyond the surface. The plan is deep and big enough to create employment opportunities for the people and change the fortunes of the state. That perhaps explains why Governor Abiodun is not limiting flight operations at the airport to just agricultural produce, but has now extended it to commercial flights, which are expected to take off later this year.
This is the biggest industrial hub in the whole of Nigeria. You know, we have the biggest manufacturing industries here. We have the Lafarge here, we have the Dangotes here, we have Nestus, we have the industries, you know, making use of Ogun State as the industrial homes, and that actually speaks the volume about the fact that this airport has been long overdue. And understanding the fact that it's not just going to be an agro-cargo airport, according to the governor's opinion about it, that is actually going to also involve commercial. That is actually the biggest stumble, because over the time it doesn't speak well for people of Ogun State that we have to actually travel all the way to Lagos before we can actually fly in or out into this country. And funny enough, even if you are coming to Lagos, if you are flying from the Lagos-Ikeja Expressway, you have to pass through Ogun State, even both by air and by road.
Now, let's delve into the features of the Ogun Agro-Cargo Airport. The test flight, which was at the instance of the Airspace Management Agency NAMA and the Nigeria Civil Aviation Authority NCAA, confirmed the readiness of the airport for operations. The airport is equipped with a 3.4-kilometer runway, passenger terminal, control tower, taxiway, fire station and electrical substation, fuel depot, patrol road, non-instrument navigation, drainage system, among others. It's a world-class facility that is already rated amongst the best in Nigeria.
The importance of Ogun State having an airport can never be overemphasized. It is necessary because of the gateway status of the state to Nigeria. If you look at Ogun State, it's in the heart of Nigeria. So a state like that cannot do without an airport.
Instead of we people here to be going to Lagos or to another state, somebody that want to board airplane to another state or another country, it's an easy access for us, direct access for us.
To the people, this landmark project has formally uplifted the status of Ogun State as the first state in Nigeria to boast of an agro-cargo airport, and they are indeed very happy for it. They are also waiting anxiously for the economic transformation that will follow suit in their communities. As commercial flight operations begin at the airport, Governor Dapo Abiodun is pledging not to rest on his oars until the state attains its rightful place among the Committee of Economically Viable States across the country.
Without any doubt, all these achievements by Governor Dapo Abiodun in his first term has earned him a re-election for another term in office. It was therefore not a surprise that his homecoming after his victory at the Supreme Court in Abuja was treated with pomp and ceremony. We also captured that moment.
The sweet song of victory and joy of returning home to his people, not just as the re-elected governor of Ogun State, but also as a worthy son of Remo Land, who has been dubbed the cat with 9 lives. With cheers and excitement on their faces, a crowd of supporters rolled out the drums to receive Governor Dapo Abiodun at the Gateway Agro-Cargo International Airport to celebrate his long walk to victory. It turns out to be a street carnival, a clear testament to the massive support he gets from his people. Oozing with confidence, Governor Dapo Abiodun says his administration would now keep its eyes on more developmental projects across the state without distraction.
We will continue in our unwavering determination to continue to provide the needed governance that the good people of Ogun State have entrusted on us to deliver. We have been doing so. We will continue to do so. We want to enjoin all of us to continue to join hands together in our joint resolve to build the Ogun State of our dreams.
And the carnival continues. The people are confident that a new term for the governor means better days ahead and more life-impacting projects from his government. For Governor Dapo Abiodun, the days ahead are promising.
That's the show today, everyone. Thank you so much for spending your time with us, and I hope you enjoyed every bit of it as much as I did. Join us next time for another interesting package. Until then, I am Victoria Oniaye. Bye for now.